I know you've recently appeared in I think it's series 5 of Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
What was that experience like for you? Talk to me a little bit about how that opportunity came about.
yeah, it was great. The South here is starting to be like a big hotbed for movie production because the taxes and tax incentives are way better here than they are in California.
Mm.
So they're coming to Atlanta, they're coming to Birmingham, and they filmed a movie called Embattled with Stephen Dorff. I don't know if you know who that is. He
Yeah,
was the bad guy in the first Blade movie, which
yeah,
I thought was cool because I love that movie. And the stunt coordinators came to the gym for that movie because it was an MMA movie, and did some stuff there. So they got to know the guys, and then Cobra Kai moved their production to Atlanta, and that same stunt crew uh, got on with Cobra Kai, and they were like, "Hey, we need this big Mexican looking fella to go fight Johnny Lawrence," and I was like, "All right." And so, like, I had to audition for the role and everything. Like, I had to do the scene, read the lines and stuff and whatever, and it was cool. And I got the part, and yeah, took about 2 days to film my little portion of I think it's episode 1 or 2 of
mm.
season 5, which comes out here like in September 9th, I think. So yeah, it was quite the experience, and hopefully I get to do it more.
Were you a fan of the original Karate Kid when it first came out? And if so, who was the most surreal character to meet? Was it Johnny Lawrence? Was it Danny? Who was the most surreal actor that you met?
Johnny Lawrence is played by William Zapka,
Mm,
and like it was cool to meet him just because of his like personality in real life. He is Johnny Lawrence. The shit that
mm,
he says, the little one-liners. I really wasn't a fan of Johnny Lawrence in like the first, like when he was a kid, like in the original Karate Kid. But then my kids love Cobra Kai, so I'll sit down and watch with him, and I would just kind of chuckle and giggle at the stuff that he would say because
mm.
like his character is totally different than the guy he was, in the original Karate Kid. And I was like, oh, this guy's funny. And I got a chance to meet him, talk to him, hang out with him. And I was like, oh, dude, you are Johnny Lawrence, like a grown up
Mm.
version of Johnny Lawrence. And it was cool.
Make sure to subscribe to the LowKick MMA YouTube channel for all the latest news, event previews, and interviews with some of the biggest stars in MMA.